Welcome to this week's edition of the NBS TV. I am the Mad Conservative Crime Fighter. Back in Maroa for Pro Wrestling Glory. It's actually the match from the July event. And coming out to the ring, the number 3 ranked tag team in the NBS Tag Team 5. Team Overkill, Matt Cage and Christian Rose. Christian Rose still the number 1 ranked wrestler in Central Illinois. In this week's edition of the NBS, they're going to be taking on a new tag team through the state of Illinois. And afterward, we are going to interview this new tag team coming to Central Illinois. So everybody here watching this program can get the 411 on this new tag team. But it is a trial by fire as they are taking on the last 2 NBS wrestlers of the year. Here they come. The team known as Young, Broke, and Barely Over. YBBO. Jeff O'Shea wearing the purple, Mallikai Mathews in the orange. So we're going to get into this tag team matchup. A couple of key events going on this weekend, the first weekend of August. United Wrestling Coalition will be holding weekly Friday shows for 4 out of the 5 weeks, or 4 out of the 5 Fridays in August. They're skipping the 22nd. That's in Georgetown, Illinois, at the Community Center. We come to the break. We're going to have the list of area shows for this weekend and following weekend. Also, a couple of free festival outdoor wrestling shows. It's not New Midwest, but it is being promoted by one half of the owners of New Midwest. We did have the Indestructible event earlier this year, non-affiliated. Unfair Games 2013 at the Verdon Annual Picnic. That's in Verdon, Illinois, of course. Friday and Saturday, 2nd and 3rd. It's not a New Midwest event, as much as I'd like it to be. And finally, Dreamwave Wrestling returns to LaSalle, Peru, and I need to zero in on the main event. It's going to be Christian Rose taking on Prince Mustafa Ali again. And anybody who was at the last Dreamwave event were, I guess, disgusted by how it ended. A hardcore match ends in a 20-minute time limit draw. Why they put a time limit on the main event, who freaking knows? Christian Rose, after sending Prince Ali through a ladder, just basically crumpling it up. And the Boston Crab, the clock runs out. Prince Ali escapes the match with a draw instead of a submission loss. However, certain colleagues of mine have been getting really agitated every time I kind of point out the facts. Dreamwave says that Christian Rose has never lost a match in Dreamwave. That is not true. pointed out numerous times. In fact, after he failed to win the Dreamwave Heavyweight title in that triple threat match, where Nick Brubaker lost the title to Jason Hades.
Yay!
That actually was thought to be Christian Rose's first loss, but no. Going back to May 2012, there was a recorded loss to Mr. 450 Hammett by disqualification. Well, no, I don't think that date's accurate, but sometime in the first half of 2012, Christian Rose lost by disqualification when he tried to gouge the eyes out of Mr. 450 Hammett. So it was recorded as a disqualification. So Christian Rose has 2 defeats in his Dreamwave record. As I stated, people are getting agitated for putting out that fact. And certain people are telling me that I should get my facts straight, but when I do that, they get angry because the facts that I have straight are inconvenient to them, and thus they get angry about it and act a bit childish. But the truth of the matter is, Christian Rose has 2 defeats on his win-loss record. The only factual statement that Dreamwave can make is that Christian Rose has never been pinned and has never been made to tap out in a Dreamwave ring. So Christian Rose is not undefeated in Dreamwave. He just has never been pinned. He's just been never made to submit. And that is a fact. And if that bothers you, then I guess you might as well tell Mr. 450 Hammett that he did not win that match by disqualification back in early 2012. It's Mallikai Mathews punts Christian Rose in the face. And Jeff O'Shea off the ropes. Suicide dive. Taking out Matt Cage. And White, BBO, is in control of this matchup. And Jeff O'Shea throws in Matt Cage. The cover. 1, 2. Still wearing that beanie on his head. This place is air conditioned, but
that was real low, ref. Kicked him in the groin, ref. I don't think so.
Referee Scott Jackson should have scrutinized that kick to the groin. I mean, that was blatant. Referee didn't see it, didn't call it or something. Christian Rose tags in, takes down Jeff O'Shea. Mallikai Mathews trying to rally the audience here at the Maroa City Hall Gym. Previous years, this building had no air conditioning, but the gymnasium is air conditioned now, which is good for the wrestlers, good for the people watching this event. As I've called the action here at the Maroa Gym back years ago. When it was like in the mid-90s, GAW was like holding its United We Stand, which is their version of the, which was their version of the Survivor Series. Mid-90s, humid, had a band going, was at the ringside commentary table, calling the play-by-play. It is a comfortable conditions here now. Pro Wrestling Glory, and Christian Rose is leaving. Well, he threatened to walk out, and now he's coming back. I don't know why he made a beeline for the curtain. Boys Wrestling University, August the 3rd, and Ron Simmons going to be the special guest for that event.
His shoulder was up.
And the referee made another bad call.
Check the shoulders
up.
next time.
Team Overkill gonna send Jeff O'Shea for the ride into the corner. Clothesline. Double stop from Rose.
Who's the man? Dan! Dan's the man! Dan's the man!
Christian Rose getting Jeff O'Shea back to his feet.
It's Vader time!
And a suplex from Christian Rose, and down goes Jeff O'Shea. Perfect cover there. Well, he hooked the legs a little bit too high. If he got him hooked the legs at the calf muscle, he might have gotten the pinfall. He got him in the upper thighs, and Jeff O'Shea was able to squirm out of there because his calves were free. O'Shea with a kick to the gut. Gotta be real careful because Rose is right behind him. Tries to jump over cage. He's caught. Running. Power slam. Reminiscent of the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. Matt Cage, fireman's carry for Jeff O'Shea.
Say goodbye to Jeff O'Shea.
Tried to go to sleep but got a DDT off for his trouble. Christian Rose able to get in there and keep Jeff O'Shea in that ring and keep Mallikai Mathews in his corner. Well, he tried to toss him to the floor. Kick to the face. Shoulder block from O'Shea. Kick to the face. Now O'Shea gonna go up. O'Shea gonna go up. Cross body. Is he gonna get a tag? Nope. Mallikai's in. Didn't get a tag.
Yeah, ref.
Double in the corner. Throws him down. Double to the back. I want to mention Pro Wrestling Boys' next event will be on September 7th. Back here in Maroa. Atomic drop. I don't know if he got all that. Got a neck breaker though. Sneaks up behind Cage. Puts in a hammerlock, but short arm clothesline cover. 2 count. Season premiere 2, September the 7th. In Maroa, 120 South Locust Street. And a jawbreaker for Matt Cage. Oh, pick up! Sit outs. Rock bottom. Only a 2. Christian Rose wants to tag. Tags in. Mallikai Mathews gets a kick to the gut. I think there was a blind tag right there. Jeff O'Shea in with a clothesline in the back. Ambushes Rose. Sets him in the corner. Tries to leap over. Kick to the face. That backfired. That second mop. And just give it away. There's a suplex and a cover. And Matt Cage with a drop kick to break that up. Oh, high knee to the face from Jeff O'Shea. Oh, lengthy individual. Get up. Set leg. Oh, a punch to the face. But he rolled right into his corner to tag in Mallikai. Oh, forearm shot to the face, and that cuts that rally off. Oh, another knee Got him in the shoulder, didn't get him in the head. And Jeff O'Shea tried to set him up, but Christian Rose cut him off. And Team Overkill has Jeff O'Shea surrounded. Christian Rose winds up, misses. Oh, he got caught. Nope. O'Shea trying to kick him. Caught again. Thrown back first into the knees of Matt Cage. Pick up. Oh! Takes him down. I don't know what they call that, but I guess you could call it a massacre. Mallikai Mathews slugging away at the members of Team Overkill. Double shots to the head from the front and back. Team Overkill. Oh, Mallikai got out of it. Rolls him up. Oh, full moon.
Hey! Pulling the tights.
Oh, go to sleep. Low blower. Cover. 1, 2, 3.
Chase.
Well, Team Overkill didn't have it easy. It's a fairly new team in Central Illinois. Gave Team Overkill everything they wanted. It was not an easy victory. This was a very competitive matchup. But Team Overkill is victorious in 13 minutes and 5 seconds. Perhaps at some point in the future, the match that would have happened back in, a couple of months ago, Team Overkill versus Money Making Jam Boys for the Pro Wrestling Glory Tag Team titles may happen again, may happen at some point in the future. May have the match between Money Making Jam Boys and Team Overkill sometime in the future. But that may see if that matchup is scheduled at a season premiere on September the 7th. But when we come back, we're going to talk with Mallikai Mathews and Jeff O'Shea.
Young, broke, and now somewhat over instead of barely over.
Part of the NBS's outreach to give a new talent in the area
Or young, broke,
some
and
exposure. Be right back.
getting over.
Catch the Nosebleed Seats TV on demand anytime. Just go to stlwc.lip.tv, select your episode, watch and enjoy the show. The NBS TV on stlwc.lip.tv. With the Nosebleed Seats, want to give new talent in the area some much deserved exposure for not only promoters, but for the fans as well, so they know who these new wrestlers are when they come see them at a wrestling event near you. Today I'm joined by the newest tag team in the Central Illinois region. They call themselves Young, Broke, and Barely Over, although tonight I guess they're going to have to change the name to Young, Broke, and either somewhat over or getting over.
Getting over. We got a cheer or two.
Mallikai Mathews on the left, Jeff O'Shea on the right. Mallikai, we'll start with you. Tell us about yourself, where you're from, and who taught you to be a wrestler.
I'm, as I said, Mallikai Mathews. I was born and raised in Des Moines, Iowa. Wrestling was my dream, my passion. I then decided to go and get trained by some people. Some people. Beginning wise, all that happened was someone stole my money. But I went further my training with other people named Brian Ash in Iowa, and then the money Matt Cage then proceeded to help me out and put me under his wing.
And punch you in the face tonight.
Punch me in the face tonight.
Jeff O'Shea. I'm originally from Omaha, Nebraska. I started training at Pro Wrestling Phoenix when I was 14 years old under Mark Sterling and Mike Sadell. I got a majority of my training from them. Towards the end, when I was 17, a little bit before I had my first match, David Clark started helping me out a lot and taking me on the road. He was actually my first match. I've also had additional training from Jason Strife out of Council Bluffs, Iowa, and I'm coming out here now under the tutelage of Matt Cage and Christian Rose. They've been helping me out a lot as of late. That's pretty much it.
Now, how'd you come up with the name Young, Broke, and Barely Over?
Because we are young, we are very poor, and nobody likes us.
Nobody likes you.
Well,
seemed like you
Some
were
people-
the fan favorites here tonight against Team Overkill.
Some people like us.
Some people.
When we're kicking faces and such, people tend to like us.
I say we were young because we did start training very young as well.
Yeah, both of us started at
13, 14.
Yeah, I started at 14, he started at 13. I had my first match at 17.
17, 18.
Yeah. And we're still I just like a month and a half ago turned 20. He's 19 right now. We're relatively young in wrestling, as opposed to Christian Rose, who's the oldest man on earth. He's really, really old. Unlike us.
So you've been at it for more than a year, like 3 years?
I've been at it for 2.5. In October, it will have been 3 years. Although I wouldn't exactly call my first. My first year was real sketchy and rough, so I don't like to acknowledge that it happened. But
you start somewhere.
Hey,
Everybody starts somewhere.
I've been into wrestling for like a year and a half now, roughly.
You've been a year and a half?
Yep.
Okay. Where all have you wrestled so far?
I originally started in Pro Wrestling Phoenix in Council Bluffs. Magnum Pro in Council Bluffs, Iowa for the longest time was my home promotion. As of recently, I kind of cut ties with them. I may or may not be going back soon. That's to be seen.
You moved away.
Yeah. And we might be moving back relatively close here soon, but
Never know.
yeah. Adrenaline Pro Wrestling in Milo, Iowa. 3XW, which is your home promotion.
My home promotion.
In Des Moines, Iowa, and then we've been at AAW in Berwyn. Not on the show, just like pre-show, doing stuff, getting hit in the face by Sam Callahan, because that's fun. Kingston. That was something. And then just recently, Dreamwave. I had my tryout match, which went actually very well.
Deadly.
This is legit. Buff Bagwell said it was the best match he'd ever seen. Not even kidding. Things I never thought I would hear.
We also did a show in Nashville, Nashville Pro.
Here, which is at Pro Wrestling Glory, PWG, not that PWG. United Wrestling Coalition, which has been using us as of late. We're very grateful.
Best kept secret around.
To be booked.
Carbondale?
We were at Pro Wrestling Collision for a bit, but I believe they've
they're slowing down.
Yeah, they're slowing down. They're not really running as much.
Slowing down, their status is a little unclear.
Yeah.
I don't even know who is the real owner of the company anymore.
we
Apparently
don't
some
really-
intern got it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's all about or if he's even capable of running a wrestling promotion, but... And I see your opponents tonight are really staring me down right now.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
It's good seeing you.
good seeing you too. Drive safe.
I'll see you at home.
Anyway.
My dinner ready.
Steel, plug, I can be merged.
Don't buy his merch.
Edit all that shit out.
No, keep it in there. Don't buy his merch.
Oh my goodness. Well,
All right.
nice
So-
cameo from other gentlemen.
Yes.
Yeah, Matt Cage sucks. All right. So,
Where can promoters go if they want to book YouTube?
see ya. I'm on Facebook as Jeff O'Shea, O''SHEA. And then I'm on Twitter as J O'Shea Hates You,
Now, why do you hate people?
because I'm a very hateful individual.
He's the angry one. I'm the happy one. He does the head kicks. I just entertain people. I try. It's the perfect combination if you want a team like that.
That's a pretty accurate description.
It really is. He's the flyer. I'm the fat guy.
Where they can get Mallikai Mathews.
Mallikai's my real name.
The weird bookers that want to use you on their shows.
Let's see. Facebook, Mallikai Mathews. That's MALLAKI MATHEWS.
1T.
1T. Where do you think you'll be by the end of this calendar year? What is your goal?
As far as possible. What? As going as far as possible.
Well, as far as possible, okay.
Let's see.
My main goal, which actually I don't think it's that far off, is I've been at the pre-show at Dreamwave. I'm hoping to make like my main show debut in LaSalle. It may be happening soon, it may not, but by year's end I for sure hope it happens. Hopefully wrestling bigger names.
Yeah, I mean, Dreamwave's a really big thing we want to do, and AEW is also. Those are probably the two biggest companies here in Illinois, if not the Midwest.
AEW is one of they're actually both like some of the bigger promotions in the U.S. Like they're
Really honored to be wrestling for those guys.
yeah.
I mean, that's where we're hoping to be, and
Honestly, just wrestling as much as possible.
whether it's singles or as a tag team, we're hoping to get somewhere in this.
Yeah.
Anything else we need to know about you two that the fans need to know, the promoters need to know?
I'm a Virgo. I like long walks on the beach. Jeff, he hates people, but he has a kind heart.
I don't. Not at all. Very hateful person.
No, but yeah. Then find us on Facebook, Twitter. We're usually always on that.
Follow us. Don't follow at Proud Caucasian. If you're actually following him, unfollow him.
Oh, we don't got that. We don't got that. But yeah. I mean,
Ow!
maybe win some awards.
Yeah, awards.
Maybe some
Those
a
are always
double
nice.
diamond in the rough.
I don't know what that is, but sure.
All right.
Who's guys? All right.
Thanks for having
Young
us.
broke barely over. Thank you
Thank
very
you so
much
much.
for.
Thank you for having us.
Alrighty.